That wouldn't make sense.
Guys, if Arteta wins the Champions League at Arsenal, the guy gets a statue. Like, what are we doing here?
Hey, listen, we hope, man.
If is one of the biggest, smallest words ever.
Hey, listen, man. Bro.
Egal, do you know what Egal's favourite word is? If.
I better get my air miles from Munich then if he's going to win us the Champions League this season. But get him.
To be fair, if he won us the Europa League, I would have given him a trust statue. Like, I've just.
No, you wouldn't.
Guns has put a better question. This is actually a much better question, by the way. Last 5 years of Wenger or this 5 years of Super.
The last 5 years of Arsene Wenger. Did we? How many FA Cups did we win?
What? Last 5 years of Wenger? We won 3.
3 FA Cups.
So it depends. Do you want better league performances or do you want FA Cups?
Oh, come on, Egal.
Games back glory.
No, you got to win trophies, Egal. Are you serious?
Yeah. So
what you want to win? You want to rather come from 8th to 2nd and win 3 FA Cups?
No. But if you ask me the last 2 years at Manchester United or the last 2 years with Arteta, I'd rather say have the last 2 years with Arteta.
Say that again. You'd rather do what?
Would you rather have the last 2 years at Manchester United with Ten Hag, the performances in the league and the trophies, or would you rather have Arsenal's performances?
I'd rather have the trophies, but I don't rate Ten Hag as a manager, so I'd get rid of him and then get a new manager in, like they've done.
Okay, so you think the last 2 years, Manchester United have had better seasons than Arsenal?
More successful seasons, yeah.
More successful seasons. There's a difference.
To me, I judge success based on winning the major honors. So if you don't win the major honors and you win the other trophies, one second.
FA Cup is a major honor.
If you win the other trophies, but you're not building, if you win the other trophies and you're not really building towards anything, basically, I'm saying Arsene Wenger is the answer. But I understand people saying Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, the last 5 years have been a better team than those teams, even though Arsene Wenger's 5 years have been more successful. I would rather have a better team than have a team that's just winning cups that are not going anywhere. It's almost like going on a date with a girl, getting laid, and then finding out she left you a prize.
So in 10 years' time, right, you look back and you see Manchester United won an FA Cup, a League Cup, and Arsenal was still waiting. Are you going to go, I'd much rather be Arsenal because we were coming second and it was a good journey and it was a nice round of place and we had a dog called win? Or are you going to look and go, that team, we got trophies?
Bro, I believe this team is going to go on to win the league. So when we do win the league, we won't be having this.
Give me a date. Give me a date, Egal, when we're going to be doing that with the league. Give me a date.
Bro, I can't give
give me a year. Give me a year. Don't even have to have a date. Just give me a year.
No, this season we're going to win the league.
Good.
I like it. I like it. I like the optimism.
No. But my point is, Arsene Wenger's year is easily simple. But my point is, I would rather be in our situation. Yes, we didn't win a trophy the whole 2 years, but we're in a much better situation to go on and win the major honors, competing for the league, having great performances year in, year out, up there as one of the best teams and favorites to go potentially win the Champions League, than be in Manchester United situation currently, winning 2 FA Cup, an FA Cup and a League Cup.
All right, let me give you a last one, Egal, right? I don't like to keep grilling you because I'm not grilling you. I'm just genuinely getting questions from you. Would you rather come third and win the FA Cup, or would you rather come second and win nothing?
If we come third and we win an FA Cup, Arteta's still got to go.
You think he's got to go?
Yeah, because that means Liverpool still finished above us. The ultimate measure on us,
even though he's won a trophy,
bro. The ultimate measure of us winning. Why are you guys acting like you didn't want Arsene Wenger sacked after winning FA Cups?
Okay, no, but there's. I think there's a difference. There's a difference with Arsene Wenger. It was continuous of just winning FA Cups, winning FA Cups. Like,
to me,
the league wasn't really. Do you know what I mean?
I'm only judging Arteta.
That's a successful season.
I'm only judging Arteta on the league and the Champions League. FA Cup, League Cup, you win it, they're icing on the cake. I don't want French fries. I want the main course.
Yeah, but fact is, are you trying to say that fans I'm not just talking about match-going fans, but fans across the country can't have a day out and have the enjoyment of winning a trophy. So if we win the League Cup and we happen to beat Tottenham in the final, we can't enjoy that because it's only a League Cup or the FA Cup
I
final.
would rather win the League Cup. I would rather win the League Cup than nothing.
The oldest competition, right? Before the Champions League became important.
I would rather want to win something than nothing, obviously. But in the same breath, I'm judging Arteta solely on his performances in the main two competitions. What he does in the League Cup and FA Cup is redundant to me because we could go on to win it and still have terrible seasons.
Yeah, but the FA Cup and the League Cup are still important competitions. It's still a day
Yes.
out.
Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right.
And remember, he actually got into the stratosphere and he got into by winning in FA Cup. So was his FA Cup worthless then?
No, because at that point we were still building. But my point is, just look at Manchester United right now. You can win a League Cup, you can win a Carabao Cup, but it doesn't mean you're actually a good team. If you win the league or the Champions League, you're actually one of the best teams in the league, and you're one of the best teams in Europe. So that is where I'm trying to judge my team. That's where I believe we should be, where we should be judging ourselves. No disrespect to the FA Cup, no disrespect to the League Cup, but at this moment in time, we need to be looking at the main two and finally breaking that 20-year drought. Because we win an FA Cup, yes, we win a trophy, but it doesn't break our drought in the league. We win the Champions League or a league title. That is actually the main goal.
Priority like the Champions League and the league, which is cool.
Let's be honest. If we win 3 FA Cups under Arteta, no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. That's the reality.
I do.
No, we do. But the reality situation is we still go 20 years without a trophy. We could win 10 FA Cups in a row, guys, but we will still be a team with no league title in 30 years from now.
Don't get me wrong. The league titles are most important.
I mean, if we don't win a league title, you see, now we're going to be here for another hour, and I got.
No, it won't be another hour. It won't be another hour. Let's have that. I was actually supposed to be on this show anyway. Yeah, but I was doing a watch along, and I forgot I was doing a watch along. Yeah, you just said a minute ago. You just said a minute ago.
I'll mute me mic.
You said a minute ago that if Klopp finishes above him, you'd sack him. You said if we finish third with an FA Cup, you'd sack him. I sat on a show with you. I think it was with Dan. I think it was on Northside's channel a couple of weeks back. Yeah, and it was right towards the end of that show, and I sat there. Dan was there. Yeah, Northside was there. You was there. Myself was there. Right, and I said to you on that show, so if he finishes third without a trophy, would you sack him? You said yes. I said, if he wins the League Cup and finishes third, would you sack him? You said no. So why would you now sack him if he wins the FA Cup and finishes third?
I don't think Liverpool are a better team than us. I don't think Liverpool have a better manager than us.
No. I know that, but what's the difference between winning an FA Cup and a League Cup?
So if the only team that I think are better than us, and I would understand or accept being ahead of us, would be Man City. Anybody else, I think it would be a failure and it would be regression.
So what changed in 3 weeks or 4 weeks since that show that you would keep him if he won the League Cup and finished third, with Liverpool finishing second and Man City finishing top? But now 3-4 weeks later, you'd sack him if that same situation happened if he won the FA Cup. That makes no sense to me.
I don't remember.
Oh, I've got the clip somewhere. Yeah, I just can't find it. Otherwise, I play it. And in that same show, I said to you, because you said trophy, I said, so trophies do matter. We argued for about 20 minutes about trophies don't matter. It's about league finish. Yeah, and then you said you'd keep him if he won the League Cup. Yeah, if he finished third and Slot finished second and Man City finished first. Then, right towards the end of that, I said, hypothetically, let's say he leaves at the end of the season, who would you take? Your words were Carlo Ancelotti. And I mic dropped again. Thank you. We did have that conversation. So what's changed in 3 weeks? That now an FA Cup and third, yeah, doesn't keep his job, but a League Cup and third did 3-4 weeks ago. That makes no sense to us, bro.
1 second. I'm not saying 1 second. Bro, first things first. I don't think you guys are understanding my point. I think if Arsenal were to finish behind anybody in this league table that's not named Man City, that would be something that I would consider a sackable offense for Arteta. Simple. Because I don't think anybody else is on our level. I don't think Liverpool are on our level. I don't think Chelsea are on our level. And if either of those teams finish above us, That is something where I would hold Arteta accountable. You guys keep saying, what is your standard? That is my standard. Minimum title race between us and Man City, and anybody else comes in between that, then it's a problem. Now, you guys want to see your got you moments. I really don't care if Arteta wins the FA Cup, wins the League Cup, and we finish fourth. I'm not going to be sitting here saying Arteta has to stay. You guys can say he can go. And at that point, I'll wash my hands of it. I'm not going to sit here and argue, because then that would mean Chelsea or Liverpool finished above us. And that is my logic. My logic is we have a better team than these guys. They should not be finishing above us. Even if we win a domestic trophy, that is not enough to keep him in the job, as I want one of the majors. If we don't get one of the majors and we don't see our team at least go to the final days of the situation, and it's just us and Man City, that is my actual opinion. And if you guys don't respect that, or you don't agree with me, fair enough.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Sorry, Kenny. Sorry, one sec, mate. Let me ask you a couple of questions in there. You're saying that we're better than Liverpool based on what?
We have a better manager. We have a better defense. We have a better midfield. We have a better overall team than Liverpool.
How do you get to that conclusion?
In my opinion, you maybe rate Liverpool's players higher than some of our Arsenal players. You might be different in how you rate these players.
But based off of trophies, they win stuff.
Guess what? I am not basing how the two teams look based on trophies from 7 years ago, bro.
No, we're talking about last season. They're the current League Cup holders.
Okay, so big deal.
The season before that, did they not do the Cup double?
Deal. Guess what? Is that the league
season
title?
Before?
They've
won a league title. Van Dijk's won a league title.
No,
Salah's won a league title. They've won league titles. They've won Champions Leagues.
I don't give a shit. They won the Mickey Mouse Trophy, the League Cup. We've seen
the same League Cup that you said 3 weeks ago you keep Arteta in a job with. If you finish third, by the way.
Manchester United win that also. And in my opinion, that is not what is basing it. That's not what I'm basing on a better team. Winning the League Cup, getting the luck of the draw is not what I'm going to base.
So you base it on league finish?
That's not what I'm going to base it. I'm going to base it on league finish, Champions League finish, and performances week in, week out for 38 games.
Okay, so let me
get the last 2
because
seasons,
I need to understand
Arsenal have been a much better team than Liverpool have been.
Okay, so you're basing Arsenal finishing second, winning nothing, meaning that they're a better team collectively than Liverpool, who have not finished second or first, like us. They've not won anything league-wise, but they've won trophies, but that's not a better team than
Arsenal.
Our team.
Having 76 games over 2 seasons that they've been better than Liverpool is the reasoning behind my take of us being a better team than Liverpool.
So I think
76 games is a fair enough sample size to say that we're a better team.
So when Everton finished fourth and then capitulated the next season, when Sheffield United qualified for the Europa League,
or is that one?
Yeah, no, wait. Okay, so let's go back then. Let's because we can do this as well.
No, but why are you?
So let's go 2 seasons.
1 second, Lee. You love to do this. You love to win side arguments.
I'm talking about facts. It's facts, Egal. Come on.
No.
Sheffield United and Burnley qualified for Europe. What happened the following season?
1 second. Acknowledge my points.
I acknowledge your points. Trophies count more to me, Egal.
1 second. Acknowledge my goddamn point. Factual statement. For 76 games, for 2 seasons, we were much better than Liverpool. Is that
we both won nothing in the league? We just lost by less. Yeah, they lost by more. Again, this is where we get it twisted, right? You start the season on 0. We don't need opinions on this. We have a fact-based metric for success. It's called a trophy.
Which is games played and points.
No, it's called trophies. They've handed them out for 150 years to the winner. Right?
They didn't win anything in the league overall.
No. But it's not just the league that you compete for. You compete for a European competition. You compete for 2 cup competitions. There's 4 trophies. Right? So if you win one of the European trophies, you compete for another 2 trophies.
So Manchester United
Super Cup or the Club World Cup. Manchester United in the last 2 seasons have been a better club.
Are they a better team than Arsenal?
Yeah, but they have, because they got over the line twice.
Okay.
With a worse manager.
Actually, that's incorrect.
Well, it's not, because wait, how do you base Arsenal bigger than Chelsea? Based on trophies, no?
1 second. There's difference between judging a club size based on a club size and a team's performances and which is a better team.
Again, you're talking about aesthetics. I'm talking about the aim of the sport.
This is where your whole argument goes to the bin and you lose all credibility. Because when you say a trophy dictates who is the better team, then you are sitting here and telling me Manchester United are a better team than Arsenal right now based on the last 2 seasons.
Because they've won 2 trophies ago.
Because they won 2 cups and they had 2 good cup runs, they're a better team than Arsenal. That is factually incorrect.
Well, it's not, because we don't need opinions. We have facts-based metric for success in the game. Success in the game is trophies. They hand them out to the winners. You start the season on 0. You all play each other twice. You all enter the cup competitions. It's a knockout format. When you're talking about League Cup and it's a dusty cup and this and that, The only reason Man United won it that season is because we didn't do our job against Brighton and got knocked out. Man City didn't do their job against relegated Southampton. They finished 20th in the league. Otherwise, they would have done a quad that season, by the way. Yeah, they would have done a quad, right? So none of us had done our job properly. Liverpool got knocked out. I can't remember who they got knocked out to. Yeah, and Man United ended up playing Newcastle in the final. If that was us doing that, you'd be hyping that up because 3 weeks ago you said third in the League Cup keeps me in the job. Now, what's changed in 3 weeks is the fact that you're going, well, Liverpool are looking all right at the minute. They've got the best defence in the league at the minute. They've got the best midfield in the league at the minute. And they've got the best attack, or one of them in the league at the minute.
Where was that midfield against us in the Emirates? They didn't show us that.
Bro, they came to our ground. We were shit.
This is why you're waffling, my brother. What are you doing?
I'm not waffling. Egal, let me finish. Yeah, I'm not waffling. They've got the best defence in the league, factually. They've conceded 5 goals. We've conceded double. Yeah, but apparently we've got the best defence in the world. Superstars, unbelievable. We're amazing. Yeah, they've scored how many goals? I think they've scored the same amount of goals as Arsenal. Yeah, same amount of goals as Arsenal, I think. Premier League. Yep, they've scored the same amount of goals as us. Yeah, Chelsea have scored more goals than us, so they have a better attack than us, don't they? Yeah, as it stands right now, which is what you're basing it off right now, yeah? And last season.
Goals.
If you're going last season, Chelsea fell off a cliff. They're now coming back. Last season, Liverpool won a trophy. Factually, they had a better season than Arsenal. Yeah, because there's no amount of opinions from any of us around the world
Lee,
that can dictate what facts-based metric is. We don't need an opinion-based one.
1 second.
Liverpool
Lee,
won. They're better.
This is why I'm arguing with you. Is because, yes, they've had a more successful season, but you are equating that to them being a better team. They are not. So
why didn't we win the League Cup then?
Because we didn't have the same luck as them in the draw. We
had West Ham, mate. We had West Ham.
We lost our game to West Ham.
We had West Ham.
1 second.
We had West Ham.
Lee, that's once again, you are trying to deter me from my point by trying to win a side argument, and you're not acknowledging anything I'm saying. Just acknowledge what I'm saying, right? Simply put, they had a more successful season for the last 2 years based on trophies. History books, it will say they've won more trophies than us. Yep. But over the last 2 years, we are a better team than Manchester United.
Okay,
hence why Ten Hag has been sacked. Hence why they've gotten battered 7-0, 6-3. They have not beaten us besides Ten Hag's first game at Manchester United against Arsenal. We categorically are a much better team than Manchester United. So for you to sit here and to say trophies are the only reason why you can dictate who's a better team, I'm sorry, that is not a factual statement.
Well, it is because they hand them out to the winners.
76 game sample size in the league is a factual example on how you can tell a team is better than the other. And we have been better than Liverpool. We've been better than Chelsea. We've been better than Manchester United. The only team that you could say has been better than us over the last 2 years is the champions, which is Manchester City.
Complete rubbish. And I'll shut up after this point. And let
We're going to be here for 5 hours.
We're not going to be here for 5 hours. Yeah, we don't need any opinions on this. Yeah, I see Arsenal as bigger club than Chelsea based off of trophies. We actually did this on the show with Northside, and you agreed back then, by the way. I'll get the clips later. Yeah, because you actually agreed.
I never agreed to that.
Yes,
I've never agreed to.
Yes, you did. You did, because I might dropped you 3 times in 25 minutes.
A more successful team doesn't necessarily have a better squad and a better team overall.
Okay, so on that basis, what you're saying is Newcastle United, I'd love it if we beat them. Yeah, we're better than Arsenal and all these other clubs back then, but didn't win the league. But they weren't better than Man United, who actually won it. So is that what you're saying? That Newcastle United in that particular season, when Kevin Keegan looks at the camera and said, "I love it if we beat them." Yeah, are you saying that they were a better team than Arsenal?
They didn't have a better squad, but that season
No, that's not what I asked. Were they a better team?
That season they were the better team because they finished second. Am I wrong?
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah,
that season they were the second.
What is the aim of elite sport, Agal?
Is to win. And the only way you win the league is over a 38-game season if you're the most consistent. And for 76 games for the last 2 seasons, we've been better than Liverpool and we've been better than Manchester United. Yes, they picked up domestic trophies, but based on those domestic trophies, that doesn't dictate that they've been categorically better than us. What dictates that is the points that we've gotten on the board, the goals, the defensive records, and everything that we've done over the season to show that we are a better team.
Okay, let me ask you one more thing and I'll shut up. Yeah. In 20 years' time, let's say Super Duper Mick leaves the club right now, today, in the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
In 20 years' time, are you going to look back and tell your grandchildren, yeah, do you know what, this 76-game period, we were absolutely outstanding. Yeah, but then your grandchild's at school. Let me finish another point. But your grandchild's now at school. yeah, and he's at school with Liverpool fans, or she's at school with Liverpool fans, and they go, yeah, but that season, yeah, in them 2 seasons, we won some trophies. Man United won some trophies. Are you going to sit there getting the party poppers out and the balloons and the like all the fairy lights and all that, yeah, and getting out the cheesecake, the carrot cake, having a little fry up and all that, cook up and all that, like nice food and all that, and have a real nice day celebrating with your grandchild, yeah, that we did a real good season for 76 games and we better than Liverpool that actually won stuff and Man United that won stuff. Are you actually going to do that? You're not. The reason you support Arsenal is because we were winning, Egal, the same as all of us. Yeah, we all joined the club. Yeah, Kenny lived around the corner. Obviously, it's his local club. Yeah, for the rest of us, we all picked the club that was successful. Yeah, that's it. We didn't go and pick Tottenham, did we? Why? Because they don't win nothing. Yeah, we didn't go and pick Barnet, did we? Why? Because they don't win nothing. Why are the biggest clubs in the world got the biggest fan bases? Why? Because they are successful. Yeah, Liverpool are bigger than us because they win more. Man United are bigger than us because they win more. Man United in their worst period, which is the last 10, 12 years, have still won more than Arsenal, by the way. Yeah, so you can take the last 2 years of 76 games all you like. Man United have won more than us in the last 2 years. Facts.
I'm not
The trophies
disputing
don't
that.
lie.
1 second. I'm not disputing that. But Lee, you have to understand there's a difference between having a more successful season and being a better team. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. What do you think, Kenny?
Well, thing about it, right? Egal, I can see both points because I'm fair, fair. Egal, we have made a lot of progress into the team, but this is my view. The reason why I'm angry with you, and you're not with you, but I'm angry with your viewpoint, is how you devalue. Is how I feel you're devaluing the cups, because the cups. I understand winning the title and winning the Champions League is attractive. I get it. I respect that. I've never seen us win the Champions League, so from your perspective, I've got a lot of empathy for how you're feeling. It'll be nice in our lifetime to see Arsenal do it and win the cup with the big ears, especially when Chelsea have done it. I get it, but the fact is that I see with Mourinho, I see with Pep, or I call him Joey, but Pep, that the first trophies those two won was the League Cup. And by winning the League Cup, that gave the players
winning breeds confidence, man.
Win trophies. And then they went and won the big stuff. That season, Chelsea won the League Cup, got the Champions League semi-final, lost to Liverpool, and won the league. In Joey's first trophy was when they smashed us at Wembley, winning the League Cup, and then they won the league. And then for a good 3 years, they won it consistently. So, two reasons why I like the FA Cup and the League Cup. One, because they're traditionally big trophies. Like you're talking about the majors. Well, I see the FA Cup, the Champions League, the league, and the League Cup is like the equivalent of the Grand Slams in tennis. US Open, Wimbledon, the French Open, the Australian Open. And I still see it the way. The only way Arsenal can look at themselves and have the belief that they can go on and dominate and win trophies is by taking these competitions seriously and get some medals, regardless of whether it's the FA Cup and League Cup, because that could lead to something. We've seen it with Chelsea, we saw it with Man City, and that's why I'm never going to belittle these trophies. I respect the fact that they don't mean a lot to you, but I've seen factual evidence that you've got to start somewhere, and I do think that this team need this, because let's get it right. With the exception of Kai Havertz and Raheem Sterling, Martinelli ain't won nothing. Saka got an FA Cup as an unused substitute.
Martinelli won an FA Cup.
Ryan's never won anything in club level, so I just think that
Martinelli never won an FA Cup. He wasn't even in the squad.
Martinelli was in the team.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't even in the squad.
He wasn't even in the squad.
He wasn't in the FA squad.
The only two players that were in the squad, were Tierney and Saka.
Mm.
And Saka didn't start the semi or the final, but Tierney did.
Wait, was Martinelli injured?
I don't know, but he went in the squad.
I think he might have been, We got
he
to
was
check that
injured.
one out.
He was injured.
He
I'm
was
sure he
injured.
was injured, man. Let
Okay.
me chuck these last 2 super chats, man. And then we will wrap because I know Egal needs to get off. Troy says, Egal, be honest, who's better manager, Arteta or Emery?
Arteta right now is a much better manager than Unai Emery. But that's a whole another conversation for another day.
Who's the bigger club, Villarreal or Arsenal?
Arsenal.
Okay, cool. So how did Unai Emery school your manager? Yeah, with Villarreal to win them their first trophy in their history. Then with
Why couldn't he
Francis
do
Coquelin left
PSG?
wing,
Why couldn't he
Capulin's
do
midfield.
PSG with a super team?
Well, he
I
did.
think
How many trophies
Unai
did he win at
Emery.
PSG?
I think Unai Emery is a good
How many
manager.
trophies did he win at PSG?
I think Unai Emery is a good underdog manager.
How
You
many
can't do it at big
trophies
clubs.
did he win with PSG?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, he done a domestic treble to start off with.
Oh, really? Did he
Yeah.
not lose to Monaco?
And what?
Was he not the most embarrassing PSG loss in Champions League history, being 3-0 up
4-0
at
up
Barcelona?
and losing 5-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
not
Yeah, how
embarrassing.
embarrassing was it when your manager got pumped by Dean Smith, Aston Villa? Yeah, 3-0 at home. First time since 1928 they scored and done us by 3 goals at the Emirates. Yeah, the following game we
That
lose to
team does
Wolves
not have the same
1-0.
level. 1 second, apples and oranges. That team does
But
not
it's
have
not,
the
is
same
it? It's the
level of
same.
expectations. That team does not have the same level as expectations as the PSG. Let's not do that.
Okay.
Last one. This is from Matty. Egal, as a fellow hockey fan, which you'd rather have, the President's Trophy for the highest points in the regular season or the Stanley Cup?
Let's not do this.
No,
We
no,
all
no.
know-
Do this. Come on, do
One
this.
second, one
Answer the
second.
question again.
We all
Stop being a
know.
politician.
We all know. Everything you do in the regular season in North American sports is just to get you a playoff seeding. All they care about is Stanley Cup. They don't care about where they finish in the league in hockey.
But if you finish lower down, you can't qualify for the Stanley Cup, no?
Yeah, outside like
Okay,
eighth,
okay, cool.
eighth in
So,
each.
yeah.
In
Okay,
each.
so you do
in
have
each.
to consider league finish
In the
kind
West
of,
and
but
in
you
the
have
East,
to win
you
the
have to
trophy,
finish
no?
like there's like playoff brackets. So if you finish outside of the playoff brackets, you're not going to get in. But almost like half the league gets in.
Interesting.
But if you're eighth in either conference, you're going to be shit. You're not going to be that good. The chance of
I
you
feel like when
winning
we
when you're
finished
eighth
eighth then,
is
yeah?
pretty bad. What?
I feel like when we finished eighth twice.
Yeah, but we don't get into the Champions League for
Oh,
finishing eighth.
very quickly, what phase is Antonio Conte in? Because I just did a watch along for their game. They beat Milan 2-0 away and they're 7 points
Bro,
clear.
we can't really compare the Serie A. Arteta goes to the Serie A, he goes and wins the league.
That's a brave statement, bro. That's a bold statement, bro.
Arteta right now is one of the top managers in the world. You guys just don't like him. Fair enough.
Based on absolutely nothing. David Moyes has been to the same amount of finals and got the job at West Ham.
Who's a better manager right now, Antonio Conte or Arteta?
Antonio Conte.
Based on what?
Based on everything.
Based on CV, right?
Based on CV, based on the fact that he beat your manager who bottled a top 4 finish and finished 5th. Yeah,
So
and that was in his first season at Spurs, by the way.
Why couldn't he do it with Tottenham?
Well, he did. He finished above your manager in his first season, got top 4.
No, but
which
why
was the aim for Arsenal back then.
Why did he get sacked? Why did he get sacked?
Why did he get
He
sacked?
left because the standards were a disgrace.
Sacked
That's why he
himself.
didn't win.
Yeah, he sacked himself. Come on, he
Thank
did.
you.
Let's be honest. We're all men here. He sacked himself. He was basically saying, "Sack me, sack me, sack me." He
I
basically.
think you guys
the
need to
fire in
understand.
the eyes. I had 20 years. This club had never played for nothing. I want to see the fire in the heart, the belly.
It is,
No,
it
you
is.
can sack manager after manager, but it will not change. It will get worse. Yeah, I know the interview inside
That
out.
interview was absolutely box office, man. I stood up and applauded him. It was class.
class, isn't it?
Absolute
He is class.
man.
You all did. Egal, you applauded him when he said it as well.
Yeah.
Very quickly, why do we laugh at Tottenham when Poch was there? Because they never got over the line. Northside tells you this every time he speaks to you. Yeah, we're doing exactly the same as what Poch did at Tottenham. We are the spicy Tottenham. And that's it.
No.
We're the Red Spurs.
No. That's not true. A lot of Arsenal fans at the time were envious of how good Tottenham were looking compared to what we were looking.
Yeah, well, they were the same ones that were down the lane on the 14th, like you. Yeah, on the 14th of May, supporting Tottenham. Because I even said to you on that same show 3 weeks ago, yeah, I said to you on that same show, who'd you support, the Maple Leafs or the Canadians? You said, and I've got the clip, yeah, you said Maple Leafs, but they're crap. I said, that's not what I asked. Who'd you support? You said Maple Leafs. I said, would you support the Canadians if it meant the Maple Leafs win the league if the Canadians win? You said no. I said, so why were you down the lane?
Because 1 second, because in the end,
your own country sports.
I've
got the clip.
1 second, because that's like saying how support Tottenham to help you win the Champions League. That's not possible. It's not physically possible. So what you're saying doesn't exist.
Would Glasgow Rangers support Glasgow Celtic if it meant that Rangers could win the league?
No, but that's
Exactly.
completely
Thank
different.
you. Well, it's not, is it? Because
Would
we're apparently
Arsenal
the biggest
support Tottenham to
rivalry.
win a game so we can win the Champions League?
No. No. Would Celtic and Rangers do that? Would Galatasaray and Fenerbahce do
It's
that?
just not
Would
physically possible.
Red Star and Partizan do that? No.
Listen,
Partizan Ultras when they punched the manager up the
your
other week.
question is non-existent, as it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense because you were supporting Spurs that night to hope we could win the league because your manager failed again.
I was supporting Arsenal to win the league by any means necessary. If that means Man City drop points against Spurs, I will do it again.
What was your reaction when Son missed?
When Son missed,
I'd love to have been a fly on the wall that night.
he did it intentionally. He did it
We
intentionally.
remember your reaction.
He did it intentionally. I said that fucker did it intentionally. He knew what he was doing.
You really think he missed that intentionally?
Yeah, I think he did. I think he missed it on purpose. I do.
Listen, long story short, if Tottenham were to have beaten Man City, it would have helped us win the league. They don't want to do that. Same way, if we had, if shoes were in the other foot, we probably wouldn't have wanted to win that game either. I understand that.
Yeah, I know.
But the level of losers those guys are, fucking crazy.
Hey Lee, I know you got to go. Can I play this game that we played on Egal's channel last week?
Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's 10:30. My wife's gonna go to sleep in like half an hour. I gotta go.
Yeah, you've been chefed up again, bro.
No, actually, it's not for Egal. It's for everyone. It's for everyone.
All right, no,
No, it's for everyone.